She has made a dramatic move by publicly calling out triple talaq to end her marriage.
Princess Sheikh Mana, the beloved daughter of Dubai's ruler, announced her divorce.
In recent years, more women have begun to speak up against oppression and inequality. One of them is Princess Mahra. When she exposed her cheating husband, Sheikh Mana, publicly, her marriage became an internet case. And after that, Princess Mahra became a symbol of independence and freedom for the modern woman. Join us as we dive into what led to the scandal involving Princess Mahra and the shocking thing her father did: a viral divorce. Dear husband, as you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, I divorce you, and I divorce you. Take care. Your ex-wife. This was the divorce note Princess Mahra wrote on her Instagram page, which went viral and changed the dynamic for modern Muslim women all around the world. Sheikh Mahra bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the daughter of Dubai ruler Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, had been married to the groom specifically chosen by her father, Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed Al Maktoum. Sheikh Mana appeared to be not only her father's choice, but also her father's nephew. She was married to her cousin. However, this divorce was not any ordinary divorce. It sent shockwaves through the Arab community. Sheikh Mahra's relationship with Sheikh Mana was once the envy of the young men and women in Dubai and beyond. The couple had it all: love, fame, wealth, and power. Unfortunately, one Instagram post tore down the false image of matrimonial bliss hanging over the couple. Through her viral Instagram post, Mahra invoked the Muslim practice of triple talaq. Triple talaq, also known as talaq-e-bidat, is a form of divorce in Islam, where a Muslim man can divorce his wife by uttering talaq, the Arabic word for divorce, 3 times, without needing to mention any reason or have the wife present. The pronouncement of talaq can be oral, written, or even through electronic means like SMS, email, or social media. Another interesting point to note about the concept of the triple talaq is that only men can utter the talaq thrice and have their marriage annulled. Women are not supposed to say it. In this circumstance, where Sheikh Mahra accused her husband of having other companions and publicly declared triple talaq, many chimed in to give their 2 cents. Mahra's declaration not only took a different turn for religious beliefs, but it also made a political statement that she was not one of the members of the ruling family who detested speaking up about matters that concerned them. She also tarnished misogynistic expectations of Middle Eastern or Muslim women to be quieter and submissive, regardless of the circumstances. Speaking to The Telegraph, Emirati political commentator Abdul Khalik Abdullah described Mahra as a very liberal princess and termed her demand for a divorce as a violation of the royal family's code of conduct, let alone social norms. Support started pouring in for the bold princess after her declaration, with one commenter saying, "The world stands with you." Many well-wishers praised her for publicly taking a stance not deemed acceptable by her nation's social norms. After the viral post, her next Instagram post was that of herself cradling her infant daughter with the caption, "Just the 2 of us." Many tried to decode what she meant by the picture and the caption. Some assumed she was unhappy about how her marriage had tanked, considering she had made an earlier post before the divorce of the picture of her baby scan with the caption, "Just the 3 of us." Sheikh Mahra received a solid amount of media support, and it went a long way in helping her stand her ground and gain her father's support. The Dubai princess is the daughter of the United Arab Emirates Prime Minister, Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. She is one of 26 children and has Greek roots from her mother, Zoe Grigorakos, a Greek national. Princess Mahra was born on the 26th of February, 1994, as the only child in Mohammed and Zoe's union. Sheikh Mahra got her degree in international relations in 2023. Mahra's social media presence is sometimes surprising, as the Al Maktoum clan is not one known for its media presence. This allows her to be viewed as a more modern member of the royal family. She has done cover shoots for Harper's Bazaar Arabi. Her wedding was covered in Grazia. The wedding led to a groundbreaking declaration, although Mahra unfollowed Sheikh Mana and deleted all photos of them together. She kept the photo of her stunning bridal dress. Sheikh Mahra is more than her failed marriage. In September 2024, she launched a perfume brand called Mahra M1. The first product launch was named Divorce. This was one boss move that got her supporters roaring in applause. People commented on the announcement. Some fans shared their pride, others encouraged her to move on. as life never stops for anybody. Now we know what the divorce scandal was all about. But who was at the center of it all? It was her husband, Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed bin Rashid bin Mana Al Maktoum, Sheikh Mana. Contrary to the beliefs of people not familiar with the ruling family of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mana has always been a part of the Dubai royal family. He is involved in ventures like the GCI Real Estate Development Company, Group of companies Dubai Tech, and Al Barada Trading. He is also an adventurous individual. On his Instagram page, one is bound to find pictures of him in different countries, meeting famous people and trying out fun activities. In 2023, a union was witnessed by the royal family. Sheikh Mana was getting married to Sheikh Mahra, and the fans on social media were not left out of this royal love story. On their individual social media pages, they kept their followers up to date on every milestone they reached in their union until the viral post dissolved everything to dust. Their engagement was announced on the 22nd of March, 2023, by the Arabian Royal Agency. Bloggers and fashion critics anticipated the Dubai wedding of the year, as everyone knew Mahra was a fashion-forward, classy, Muslim bride. She even barely covered her hair in many public spaces. On a particular evening, the two became one. Mohammed, her father, was particularly elated. On the 28th of May, 2023, Sheikha Mahra posted pictures of her father and husband with a red heart emoji. The marriage contract was sealed. In June, they held a lavish wedding reception. Sheikha Mahra looked and felt like a princess in her white embroidered ball gown from Ezra Couture, a Dubai-based designer. Her hair was down, her smile was wide, and her jewelry shone like stars. She had on a diamond bracelet, diamond rings, and a diamond watch by Chopard. After that, the couple began their honeymoon. They were spotted in different places, like the renowned Mediterranean restaurant Novikov Cafe in downtown Dubai, and a shooting range where her husband showed us that her aim was quite impressive. The couple escaped the Dubai summer heat on their honeymoon to the Greek islands and flew to Mykonos. From jet skiing to fine dining, the couple displayed what wealthy love looked like, and they did not stop carrying their followers along for every trip as they documented memories of their travels on social media. A photo of Mahra and Mana enjoying each other's company was put online with the caption, "Just the two of us." To watch a couple, young and in love, was one of the greatest joys. Sheikh Mana also posted pictures from the trip, captioning them, "The happiest night of my life." For Mana's 25th birthday, the couple headed to London. There, they celebrated the young prince, and he in turn made dinner. Mahra shared pictures of him at the grill, and later pictures of both of them, strolling in the park. Not long after the honeymoon, baby Mahra came along. Then everything came tumbling down. Sheikh Mana may be known as a cheater among women, but he is known within certain industries as a valued businessman. In 2024, Blue Shield Advertising Media Trading, a UAE-based outdoor advertising company, announced the appointment of Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed bin Rashid bin Mana Al Maktoum as the chairman of the company. Although Mana was a successful businessman at the age of 25, he spent time with people of questionable character. One is the famous Andrew Tate. One thing an individual would notice scouring Mana's Instagram handle is that he loves to meet his favorite people. From Ronaldinho, the talented footballer, to Dubai leaders whom he admires, Mana would make a proud fan. Sheikh Mana has been seen hanging out with Andrew Tate more than once, and the two are said to be good friends. Andrew Tate is an American-British media personality, former kickboxer, and businessman. He is notoriously known for promoting toxic masculinity and his controversial commentary on social media. He has been banned from several social media platforms, except X. Andrew Tate has over 9 million followers on X and was the third most Googled person in 2023. He calls himself a misogynist and is currently facing 6 legal investigations in Romania, America, and the United Kingdom. In 2022, Andrew Tate and his brother were arrested, along with 2 women. The following year, they were charged with maltreatment, trafficking, and organized crime to exploit women. Later on, 2 of their accusers went into hiding, and Andrew took the chance to file a defamation lawsuit for $5 million in damages against the accusers. In March of 2020, British law enforcement acquired an arrest warrant for the Tate brothers as part of their investigation. In July, a civil case began against the brothers for tax evasion. Although Andrew Tate has denied all allegations, there is no smoke without fire. This is allegedly Sheikh Mana's friend. This spoke volumes about his character, the patriarch who started it all. There would have been no wedding if the patriarch had not thought the 2 cousins were a good fit for each other. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the current ruler of Dubai and has been an Emirati politician for a long time. He succeeded his brother, Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum, as the United Arab Emirates vice president. Following the demise of his brother, he became the ruler of Dubai in 2006. Sheikh Mohammed is the third son of Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum and Latifa bint Hamdan Al Nahyan, daughter of former ruler of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Hamdan bin Zayed bin Khalifa Al Nahyan. He is a descendant of the House of Al Falasi. Apart from being smart, he is also business savvy. Mohammed is a billionaire and is described as one of the world's most prominent real estate developers. Mohammed's rule oversaw the launch of some government-owned enterprises. His position in government is autocratic and can only be appointed by the president. The sheikh has 26 children from several wives and has divorced all his wives except his first wife, Sheikha Hind bint Maktoum Al Maktoum. He married Princess Mahra's mother, Zoe Grigorakos, under the conditions of a misyar. Misyar marriage is a form of marriage allowed by some Sunni Muslims, involving a woman waiving certain rights like accommodation, maintenance, and the husband's overnight stay, in exchange for a marriage contract that meets the conditions of Islamic marriage. This kind of marriage is also known as the traveler's marriage. It is usually temporary, but if children are born from the matrimony, they are considered legitimate. One of the sheikh's ex-wives is Princess Haya bint Hussein. She happens to be the daughter of the former King Hussein of Jordan. A controversial situation involving Sheikh Mohammed and Princess Haya led to the High Court of England and Wales, mandating that Sheikh Mohammed not have direct contact with his children, Princess Haya, or input into decision-making about them. He was accused of emotionally and psychologically harming his children. In 2021, the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project reported that Mohammed owned assets worth $14 billion. Among his many assets is a yacht named Dubai. It was the world's third largest yacht in 2014 and was built by the German company Blohm plus Voss. It could carry up to 115 people, including the cabin crew. He owns a couple of yachts, including one built by San Lorenzo in 2013. His real estate assets are worth more than £100 million, including his properties in Rome. Sheikh Mohammed is one of the largest landowners in the United Kingdom, and most of the properties connected to him are owned through offshore companies in the tax havens of Guernsey and Jersey. Sheikh Mohammed's lawyer begs to differ. When Sheikh Mohammed was accused of buying properties through offshore companies to avoid taxes, he denied it completely. In 2021, the Pandora Papers leaked that Sheikh Mohammed was a shareholder in 3 companies, registered under jurisdictions that allowed secrecy. Sheikh Mohammed has not only been a part of really shady dealings, but he has also had some really bad press related to his family. Somehow, the Dubai princesses, who are not making bold declarations on social media, are trying to run away from home as fast as they can. Here is the Mohammed Al Maktoum scandal sheet. The Al Maktoum scandal sheet. In the early 2000s, allegations were made by a former writing instructor. These allegations led to a full-blown British police investigation about the attempted escape of Mohammed's daughter, Latifa. She was abducted from her family estate in England, and later on, there was news of her sister, Shamsa, also kidnapped. In 2000, Shamsa alleged that she had been tracked down by someone acting under her father's orders. In a video by Shamsa herself, she disclosed, "I was caught on the 19th of August in Cambridge. He sent 4 Arab men to catch me. They were carrying guns and threatening me. They drove me to my father's place in Newmarket, where they gave me 2 injections and a handful of tablets. The next morning, a helicopter flew me to the plane, which took me back to Dubai. I am locked up until today." Since her disappearance at age 19, she has not been seen in public again, and her abduction case is inconclusive. People campaigned for her case to be reopened, but that seemed to be a dead end. On the 11th of March, 2018, a video of Sheikh Latifa was released. She had tried to run away, and it was a failed attempt. She claimed that she suffered maltreatment from her family and also accused her father, Sheikh Mohammed, of being responsible for several murders, including that of his deceased older brother's wife. The escape attempt was covered by the Australian broadcaster 9 News and the BBC Newsnight investigation. In the video Latifa released, she described her father in an interesting light as someone who will murder people to protect his reputation. She claimed that he only cared about himself and his ego. So, this video could save my life. And if you are watching this video, it's not such a good thing. Either I'm dead or I'm in a very, very, very bad situation. The matter was quite sensitive, but it also drew the attention of activists around the world and the United Nations to this royal dysfunctional family. Former United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Mary Robinson, met up with Latifa in 2018 to assess Latifa's situation. She met Latifa along with other family members, who claimed that she was in their care and suffered from bipolar disorder. Mary Robinson reported this exact statement to the public and was greatly criticized by human rights groups. They said that she could not have been able to tell if Latifa indeed had mental health struggles when her family members were speaking for her, and they were the same family she tried to run away from. As the case heated up, a spokesperson for Mary Robinson disclosed that Mary had been approached by Princess Haya and encouraged to go to Dubai and see Latifa. That probably made Robinson assume that the family wanted what was best. It turned out it was a family hoax. Mary Robinson admitted that she had been horribly tricked when photos of the private meeting went public. Mary and Haya had been told details of a bipolar disorder, which Latifa did not have. While dealing with the deception, Marcus Sabri, Latifa's cousin, reported that Latifa looked medicated in the released photos. In February 2021, BBC released video footage of Latifa, saying that she had been held hostage for more than a year and had not been granted access to medical or legal help. She described her confinement as a villa jail. The windows and doors were also barred shut and heavily guarded. BBC requested the governments of Dubai and the United Arab Emirates to chime in. They never responded. Her family insisted that she had been home with them for 2 years when the public thought she was being confined. Videos of Latifa kept entering the public media, where she admitted to being a hostage and feeling scared for her life. Every day I'm worried about my safety in my life. I don't know if I'm going to survive this situation. The police threatened me that they would take me outside and shoot me if I didn't cooperate with them, she said. They also threatened me that I would be in prison for my whole life and I'll never see the sun again. In 2021, it was discovered that Latifa's name was added to a list of names that were potential targets of the Pegasus spyware only days before she was seized in an unknown country off the coast of India, while on her trip to escape Dubai. Later on, a brief statement was released on Latifa's behalf by a law firm stating that she was free to travel. The Free Latifa campaign ended after she had been spotted in public places like Spain and Iceland. In 2022, a new United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Michelle Bachelet, disclosed that she met Latifa in Paris and was well. She wished for privacy, and the rest of the world listened. Sheikh Mohammed's daughters are not the only ones running. His ex-wife is included. One wonders why members of the royal family no longer want anything to do with their homes and are being abducted on the Sheikh's orders instead of just being convinced to return home. In June 2019, Princess Haya of Jordan fled Dubai with her children and sought political asylum in Germany. The Sheikh did not take her successful escape well. He posted a poem written in Arabic to express how strongly he felt about his wife leaving due to his maltreatment. It was titled, "You Live and Die." Some mistakes are known as betrayal, and you have transgressed and betrayed, the poem began. You traitor, you betrayed the most precious trust. You exposed your games and nature, the poem continued. You no longer have a place within me. Go to who has kept you occupied, he wrote, ending with, I do not care whether you live or die. When someone asked if the poem sounded as bad in Arabic as in English, a source responded that it was even worse. Haya filed for sole custody of their 2 children, a forced marriage protection order, and a non-molestation order at the High Court of Justice in London in July 2019. By December, Sheikh Mohammed was ruled to have committed the crimes of verbally taunting her after her affair with a bodyguard was exposed. He subjected Haya to a campaign of intimidation. The High Court also ruled that Mohammed's agents used the Israeli Pegasus spyware to hack into Princess Haya's phone and that of her solicitors, personal assistant, and 2 members of her security team in 2020. The court also ruled that the agents acted on the authority of Sheikh Mohammed, even though he denied knowing anything about the hacking. The court referred to the hacking as serial breaches of domestic criminal law and a violation of fundamental common law. It was a misuse of power and an interference with justice by a head of state. The final verdict was that Sheikh Mohammed paid a substantial settlement, granting Princess Haya sole responsibility for their children and limiting his contact with them. In addition to receiving full custody, the alimony and support reached an estimated $720 million. The court also awarded payments of £5.6 million a year to each of her 2 children. It went down as one of the largest divorce settlements in the history of divorces in the United Kingdom. Although Princess Mahra has gone viral for her bold declarations and for breaking conventional rules, Princess Haya walked so that other women like Mahra would have permission to fly. What are your thoughts concerning Princess Mahra's bold declaration? Share them in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more interesting content. Before you go, watch the other video on your screen.